In this discussion, we will explore how local networks shape relationships, drive opportunities, and enhance critical thinking in the 21st century. Let's uncover the power of connections. In today's interconnected world, local networks play a crucial role in communication, collaboration, and innovation. From business to communities, understanding how these networks functions help us navigate social and professional spaces effectively. Let's begin understanding local networks. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to define and explain strategic analysis and intuitive thinking, attain facility in strategic analysis, and use intuitive thinking in dealing with varied activities. Differentiate key components in strategic analysis and intuitive thinking, and examine how the map of social networks can be used to introduce creative solutions to a particular problem in a community using intuitive thinking. Think about the last time you discovered a new trend. Was it through friends, social media, or local event? In this topic, let's explore how local networks influence trends and how we can use them to stay ahead in the fast-changing world. The networks we belong to play a significant role not only in our movement in the society but also in our individual lives. According to the Greek philosopher Aristotle, man is by nature a social animal, means that humans thrive in relationships and communities. Just as we rely on family, friends, and society for survival and growth. We also depend on local networks to share information, build connections, and create opportunities. These networks, whether in business, school, or social groups, help us exchange ideas, solve problems, and support one another. According to the researcher Itai Hemmelboim, a network is a constellation of nodes connected by links. And many social networks, these links are mutual. In the other words, network is a system of interconnected individuals, groups, organizations, or entities that collaborate, communicate, or interact with one another to share information, resources, or opportunities. Observe what is happening here. If your observation is people trying to get connections from different people, then you are correct. A local network refers to a smaller, close-knit system of connections, and in this context, family and community serve as vital examples of local networks. These networks foster relationships, collaboration, and support among their members. Now, by definition, family is the primary unit of local networks where members share strong personal connections, emotional bonds, and mutual responsibilities. The function of family is to provide support in terms of resources, guidance, and care, facilitate the transmission of values, traditions, and culture, and serve as a foundation for personal development and socialization. A community consists of individuals or group living in the same geographic area or sharing common interests and goals. The function of community or encourages collaboration to address local needs or issues, foster a sense of belonging and shared identity, and provides access to resources, services, and opportunities. What is the importance of family and community as local networks? Family and community as a source of your networks provide emotional and practical help during times of need. They ensure the continuity of traditions, language, and values. They promote collaboration, which is working together to solve problems or achieve common goals. And lastly, our local networks are one of the important entities in terms of growth and development, most especially to the youth like you. How to utilize these local connections to ensure trends in our community? Imagine that you are playing a basketball. This is an example of a court plan. This is to ensure everyone plays an important role in the team. In the same manner, when we will put up a business or become a trendsetter, Our main goal is for our product to stay in the market, for our business to be relevant, and the product will survive in long period of time. Every day we make choices in our lives, but sometimes things don't go according to our plan. That is why strategic analysis and intuitive thinking is equally important since it plays an important role when it comes to decision making. Now let's explore. Both strategic analysis and intuitive thinking are effective tools in addressing problems that we encounter within our networks, starting from our homes and extending to our community. Strategic analysis is the process of examining the organization's surroundings and resources to better formulate a strategy to meet the desired objectives and improve the organization's performance. It also deals with the creation and better utilization of resources in the pursuit of their objectives and analyzing losing performance through strategic analysis can help you identify what went wrong. Since it is based on data and information about the internal profile of its employees and their capabilities and work attitudes. It can be done by the organization to investigate the external profile of its surrounding, opportunities, and possible rivals. Samantha Howland identified 6 elements of strategic thinking designed to encourage strategic leadership among today's executives. First, the ability to anticipate. This enables the executives to not only focus on the current situation, but also to look at the future. The ability to challenge involves raising questions instead of merely accepting information as it comes. The ability to interpret is shown by testing a variety of hypotheses as well as comparing and contrasting certain data prior to making decisions on particular issues. Next is the ability to decide. It enables the executive to make a stand with courage and conviction despite of the problems or issues encountered. The fifth one is the ability to align. It enables the executive to have different divergent viewpoints, opinions, and agenda to attain common goal. And the last one is the ability to learn. According to Urgel, strategic analysis and planning have 5 essential components. These components are the following. Committed people. The initial step in strategic planning is getting the right people at the right time. Long-term strategic objectives. The objectives are poised to enhance the organization's performance. Strategic alternatives. The planning team should be able to derive options from brainstorming and SWOT and PEST analysis. PEST analysis is a simple tool that helps you understand the big external factors affecting a business or project. It breaks down the environment into 4 areas. First, the political factor. It looks at how government actions, laws, and regulations might impact the business. Example, the tax policies, trade restrictions, political stability, or upcoming elections. Next is economic factor. This considered the economic environment that can influence the market. Example, interest rates, inflation, economic growth, and unemployment rates. Next is social factor. This examines the cultural, demographic, and lifestyle aspect of the environment. Example, population's demographics, social attitudes, educational levels, and consumer trends. Next is the technological factors. It focuses on how new technologies or technological changes can affect the industry. Examples, innovations, automations, research and development, and the rate of technological change. SWOT analysis is a straightforward tool that helps you evaluate a project or business by looking at the 4 areas. First, look at the strength. These are the things your organization or project does well. Example, you have a strong brand, you have unique technology, you have skilled employees, or loyal customers. On the weaknesses, These are the areas where your organization could improve or things that might be holding you back. Example, you have limited resources, lack of expertise, weak online presence, or the materials for the product is expensive. Next are the opportunities. These are the external factors or trends that you could take advantage of to grow or improve. Example, emerging markets, new technologies, changes in consumers' behavior, or having partnerships. The last one are the threats. These are external challenges or risks that could negatively affect your project or business. Examples, increasing competition, changing regulations, economic downturns, or market saturation. SWOT is simple yet effective tool in environmental scanning since it brainstorms the list of your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It analyzes how these factors interact. Example, you address your weaknesses to minimize your threats. And lastly, it uses your insights to develop strategies that build on strengths, improve weaknesses, seize opportunities, and protect against threats. Number 4. Evaluation and choices of strategies. The process of formulating a strategy, which involves evaluating and picking out which strategies could facilitate the attainment of a long-term improvements. And the last one is monitoring of strategy implementation. There should be a plan for formal and regular reporting and other measures of plan implementation. While strategic analysis lays the groundwork with a thorough evidence-based understanding, intuitive thinking steps in to provide solutions or generating ideas. On the other hand, to ensure balanced approach to manage local networks, we should understand intuitive thinking as well. Intuitive thinking involves a more spontaneous, instinctive, and unplanned process of solving a problem. This type of thinking tends to be imaginative and more applicable in situations where facts are insufficient and previous related decisions are not readily available. Caroline Gregory, a senior writer of the Huffington Post, provided the 6 things highly intuitive people do differently. The following activities are as follows. Listening to an inner voice. They pay attention to intuition and allow it to guide them. Taking time to be alone and to reflect. It is also called mindfulness, which means looking into one's current experience without making judgment. The third one is listening to their bodies. They tune into their bodies for gut feeling and physical sensation or emotional association with intuition. Fourth, observing everything. They take note of the occurrence of odd things and keep an eye on the frequency of coincidence, unexpected connections, and instantaneous decisions or actions done. The fifth one is paying attention to their dreams. It refers to the way of getting in touch with their unconscious thinking process and of capturing information on how to live their lives. The sixth one is connecting deeply with others and staying in positive mood. According to Amy Baylor, there are 3 components of intuition and intuitive thinking, which is immediacy, sensing relationship, and reason. Immediacy refers to the timing in intuitive thinking. The time involved in intuitive thinking is quick, where decisions, actions, and solutions come up fast without planning or deliberation. Baylor quotes Georgie Mandler name it as mind-popping when thoughts, ideas, and solutions come to mind non-deliberately. Sensing relationship. This refers to the establishment or formulation of connection among ideas. This is basic in intuition. The establishment of connection is necessary in association with a person's knowledge. The last one is reason. It deals with intuition, which involves certain type of reasoning. Let's check your understanding. Let me see. Compare and contrast strategic analysis and intuitive thinking using a Venn diagram. Feel free to pause this video now. Take your time to answer the task before continuing. Let's check. Check the differences between strategic thinking and intuitive thinking based on Urgel. If your answers are correct, good job. If not, check your answers and try it again. As we navigate the ever changing landscape of local networks, intuitive thinking and strategic analysis relies in adaptability and informed decision making. By understanding connections, anticipating challenges, and thinking critically, we can turn obstacles into opportunities. Let's stay curious, stay strategic, and keep building smarter solutions for the future. Think ahead, act wisely, and make an impact. Bye, everyone, and see you in our next discussion.